Howdy. Got a new selfie stick I'm trying to figure out. It's a little waterfall of a pool that I've been hanging out with here for the last month. Almost month. I'm watching a house. A good friend of mine. Her and her husband are off in the Baltics. Gallivanting around and I'm hanging out, getting stuff done, some work and things. About 97, 98 today. I love it. So a couple of words I want to say to you. Boomerang and setting precedent. Everything that is happening, I've talked about this before, but it's important to keep repeating myself so you can go back and see, not just me saying this, but a lot of people. Boomerang meaning what they're putting out there for President Trump and other people, and they're going after him with guns a-blazing, is going to boomerang back on them. Every single thing, by the rule of law, by the way. So everything will come back on them by rule of law. Setting precedent meaning everything they're going after Trump and people like and Trump's circle and other people like me, for supposedly saying misinformation and lies during COVID. Setting precedent. That's going to set precedent and laws and things that were done unconstitutionally that's going to come around on them as well. So you have to keep that in mind when you're looking at the big picture, as I say to see all the time. We conspiracy theorists have been pretty much right. You can go back in all my videos and see that pretty much everything I've been saying for about 4 years has come true or has been correct if your eyes are wide open. And I'm not saying that out of ego. I am here to do what I'm doing. I'm here to help guide people through to a new reality. Many of us are. And I'm not trying to be woo-woo or metaphysical or anything, though that is part of it. But I do the research. I dedicate my life to this, to see the truth, that we've been lied to about pretty much everything for our whole lives and even longer. And so people like me are helping with that. If you look to see what's going on all sides, and again, I'm talking politics right now, the left and the right are wings of the same bird, is an Indian proverb. The Republican Party and the Democrat Party are corrupt beyond all repair. They are the uniparty. They have been, no matter what side you're on, they've been playing us as people against each other for decades, or longer than that. We, the people, are coming together now and seeing that and starting to come together as a people. And I've said this many times, a unified people, there's nothing we can't do. A unified American people, we can accomplish amazing things, and that's going to happen in my lifetime. We are coming together from a grassroots level forward, but it takes many levels. The COVID thing, most people are seeing that was one big lie. There are those that are still walking around with masks. We're doing what we can, but people like me are here for information when whatever level that is that triggers that you see the truth or you've been finally lied to, whether that's the media. We've been calling most of the media fake media for a few years. Many people are starting to understand that. The whole Biden thing, the two-tier justice system, this is a guy that can't even put words together, that could barely go up and down stairs. You think he's really leading this country? He's not. People are, there's puppet masters, but all this outrageousness, the stuff that's happened this last week where they, Trudeau and Ukraine Zelensky, the Ukraine PM, applauded a 90-something-year-old man who's a Nazi war criminal. The three-ring circus just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier, but there's a purpose to all this. It's to help people wake up and see and expose the corruption for what it truly is. It's the big picture I talk about all the time. Anybody who understands a little bit more, and this isn't a Republican and Democrat thing, I've said that over and over. Trump will be our next president, mark my words on that, but it's a bigger picture. This is literally a battle for good versus evil, a battle for humanity on so many different levels. Politics takes part of that, COVID takes part of that, religion takes part of that, ETs, alien technology takes part of that, energy takes part of that, what's going on around the world takes part of that. It's all these different levels that are all coming together now and being exposed. History, archaeology, all that is coming out. It's going to be a lot, but it has to come out in waves, in trickles, because most people can't take it all at once. There are people like me, and there's millions of people like me. I would say millions, at least thousands, that are here to help those when they start waking up. And I have a lot, waking up to COVID, for instance. You know, oh, wait a second, I was lied to about the shots. They told me that it prevented COVID. Not true. What can you tell me more, Keith? And I'm here to answer those questions. I'm not being censored as much as I was anymore. But my point is, many points, is I always talk about the big picture. You have to see it and open your eyes, because in a way, this is almost like a movie and playing out. We have won, meaning that there's something we say a lot in my circles: nothing can stop what is coming. And that's true. Nothing can stop what is coming. And that is all good. We are winning. In such a big level, it's going to be mind-blowing for many people. But before all that happens, and it is happening at a slow pace, people need to see. There's another phrase: people need to be seen, they can't be told. So as this chaos and insanity and three-ring circus and clown show keeps getting crazier and crazier, people are starting to wake up to that. So we need more people to wake up to that fact. So in a way, it's almost like you're watching a play, but with real consequences. But it's been planned out. It's almost as if, well, you'll see. So just keep watching. Keep watching this movie that, Biden's getting. There's so much going to come out, from the voter fraud to Biden to the COVID's been coming out. The mainstream media is starting to double back. Look at what they did to Russell Brand. They tried to cancel him, and he hasn't done anything. And there's women that came out from years ago that are accusing him of things, but he hasn't had any criminal charges put against him. But already all these companies are trying to cancel him. Most of us see right through that. He's speaking the truth, and there's certain powers that be that don't want him speaking the truth, and they're trying to take him out. This all worked maybe up to 3, 4, 5 years ago. They took me out. I was off of Twitter. I'm using my own personal experience. Not that I'm some big, a lot of following. People do listen to what I have to say, but I don't have a huge, I'm not a huge, whatever the word is. However, they take people like me out. They took me off Twitter. They took me out of YouTube for a while. I have 2 strikes on YouTube. Facebook, I'm constantly under probation. And I've been taken off. But the point is, they've been trying to censor the truth from people like us. I've lost friends. I've had people call me crazy. I've had people call me a conspiracy theorist. A lot of those people are starting to reach out to me again and want to know more. So, when you're ready, people like me are going to be here. Go back and look what I was saying 3 or 4 years about COVID. You'll see that pretty much everything I said was true. How do I know that? How do I know what was happening now? Because I did the research. I'm not some seer. I might have some of that, but I did the research and I saw exactly what was going on. I'm not believing one entity or one person. So, we're in unprecedented times. Things are not as they seem. Things are not ever going back to normal again. So prepare yourself. And I've said this many times. Ground yourself. Find your space in your world. If you can do anything, at least try to keep peace on your own self, in your own well-being. If you can, get involved in your community. It starts there. Help people. Be of service. Be kind. Try to be happy. If you can't do grander scale things, then it's okay. Sometimes it's okay just to hold space and be positive. Help your neighbors. Say hello. But we are going into some crazy times, crazier times this next year to 2 years. Buckle up. Nothing can stop what is coming. It's going to be great.